Hello and welcome to Rickster's Realm. I'm Ricky, and today's video is going to be all about guidance for you. I will have the timing figured out in the description box. Please choose whichever group you are most drawn to. I'm going to get started with group number 1. If you chose the first part, welcome to the reading. Let's see what type of messages come through for you. What guidance is here for group number 1? Let's see here. Group number 1, what guidance is here for you? Let's see what we get with this deck of cards. Group number 1, what guidance is here for you? Okay, let's see here. Guidance for group number 1. Let me see here. Okay, I feel for the majority of you, I'm wondering if you are going out of your way, distracting yourself with something because you don't really want to face and deal with some type of problem or challenge that's going on within your circumstances. There's something coming through here, I feel, of, it feels like there's a frustrating delay, or that someone's going out of their way to create some type of delay. And there's a very distracted type of energy coming through here. Something's coming through here. I feel that the guidance coming through for you, group number 1, it's about you being very intentional about what it is that you're doing and to remain very focused on what it is that you want. And again, not having your energy scattered and spread thin and all over the place, and not having your attention diverted to this and that and all over the place. Yeah, I feel like someone's very distracted with something. Guidance for you. Yeah, for some of you, I just feel that there could be something going on that has the potential to take you off your path or to take you off track with something, is what I'm getting. Let's see what else comes through. Guidance for group number 1. Okay. Yeah, for some of you, I wonder if you have something going on within your circumstances that you're not feeling very stable and secure within whatever's going on. There's a need here to have a firm foundation underneath you. For some of you, I feel you're avoiding something. For some of you, there's something that you know you need to deal with, but there's something about you don't like how it makes you feel, or maybe for some of you, you're worried that your situation's going to get worse. Yeah, I feel like someone's trying to escape their reality. They're trying to avoid something. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see what else we get here. Guidance for group number 1. Okay. Yeah, this is weird. Okay. Group number 1. I feel for the majority of you, you have something going on within your world that has you feeling, I don't know, that you're not good enough, that you don't have enough, that like there's a lack mentality coming through here is what I'm getting. But yet the overall message is that you have more than enough. So I don't know if there needs to be a change in your perspective or something like that. There's something coming through here that you have an abundance of wonderful things. So many things that you have to be grateful for, that you can appreciate, that you can use to your advantage. But that's not happening. Again, I don't know if the focus needs to be on something else. There's something coming through here that I feel, again, where someone's putting their time and energy, it feels like you're getting nothing useful or nothing positive, nothing beneficial from that. I feel like someone's carrying a heavy burden. But again, it feels unnecessary, or certain aspects of it are. Yeah, there's a feeling here that, I don't know. It's a feeling that whatever you're dealing with that you're not happy with, that you can get yourself out of those circumstances. That you have everything you need to change your situation, is what I'm getting. But for some of you, you're not noticing it, or you're not seeing it. Something like that's what I'm getting. Yeah, for a lot of you, I feel that something's going on here that has you feeling that you're not good enough, or that there's something crucial missing, but that's not true. Again, this is coming through in a way like not only do you have, I feel, whatever you would need right in this moment, you have even more than that, is what I'm getting. There's something that you're not noticing. There's something valuable, there's something precious, there's something that you can use to benefit you, use to your advantage, but you're not seeing it or noticing it. And again, this isn't something that, oh, later on down the line you can acquire it and then use it to your benefit. You already have this. Let's see what else we get. Guidance for group number 1. Oh my gosh, okay. Yeah, what is going on here? Group number 1. Guidance for you. For some of you, I feel that you're feeling weak or vulnerable within your circumstances. There's something coming through here. I don't know. Someone doesn't feel good enough. Someone feels that they don't have what it takes to do what's being asked of them or to create the outcome that they want. For some of you, you may be kind of hiding yourself away a little bit, or whatever this is linked and connected to, right? It's a feeling that for some of you, I don't know if whatever's going on here, if you're feeling a bit embarrassed about your circumstances or something like that, like not wanting to be exposed, not wanting people to notice or see what you would view to be your weaknesses. But this is coming through in a way, though, that I feel that anyone in that energy, you're being way too hard on yourself. And I feel that you are looking at this situation in a very limiting way, in a way that I feel you're isolating yourself. I feel someone's looking at their circumstances as if, well, if anyone else was going through this, it would be easy for them. Like they wouldn't struggle, it would already be taken care of, but that you're having a difficult time. And maybe feeling alone within your circumstances. There's just something coming through here about not being so hard on yourself. And I don't know, my heart goes out to you because the way this energy is coming through in the reading, it does, like I feel like someone's being so hard on themselves, but it's coming through in a way, I don't know, for some of you, you're just programmed that way, that you're just really hard on yourself and that you have a difficult time noticing the positive things that make you who you are. But anything that you would view to be like an issue or a flaw or something like that, you very much highlight that to yourself or feel that that's all anyone else is going to notice about you. Guidance for you. Yeah, there's something here about, I don't know, needing to work on yourself so that like you're doing things to build yourself up is what I'm getting. Let's see what else comes through here. Guidance for group number 1. Oh my God. Okay. Oh my God. Okay, group number 1. Oh, I wish I could give you a big hug. Okay. Something's going on here where, how do I even begin to start this message? Okay, group number 1, guidance for you. Okay, I'm not sure if this is the majority of the energy for people, if this is for one person, I don't know, but I have a feeling someone is in this type of energy. You're really anxious about something. Like you're really worried about something. No matter how we look at it, there's something coming through here. I feel of someone, I feel like someone's so worried that they're going to be judged and criticized really harshly. That's okay. So even just to take it back just to these 2 cards here, where I said that I feel like someone doesn't want to feel like they're being exposed, right? Or that people can see what their weaknesses are. Again, being worried, being judged and criticized or something like that. What I'm getting here, there's a strong message coming through here that the main thing, right? I feel like there's one thing that basically you'd bet everything you own is not going to play out to your liking, okay? there's something that's happened, something that you're dealing with, that you feel if people knew about it, that you would be harshly criticized and judged, that people wouldn't really understand where you're coming from, that you would be viewed in a very negative light. Something like that's what I'm getting. The way this is coming through in the reading, though, is that, and this is tricky, is the way the energy is coming through, I don't think you are going to believe this next message based on how strongly you feel about whatever's going on. But the way this comes through in the reading, yes, the way I'm getting this message, that one main thing that, again, you almost feel is an absolute guarantee that someone's not going to be able to view it from the same perspective, that you're going to be judged and criticized. It's a feeling like that could be the one thing nobody notices. It feels like it's not even taken into consideration. It's not a factor in the equation, that it's not even noticed. And it's coming through in an unbelievable way, because, again, how strongly you think and feel about whatever this is, it is. I feel like I'm feeling your energy, that you would say to me, like, I'm almost 100% sure this is not going to play out well for me. And again, I don't know if for some of you, you could be dealing with a very complicated situation, to where maybe there are going to be certain things that don't play out to your liking, or again, you're just kind of maybe dealing with a mess of a situation right now. But again, I can't stress enough, there's one main thing that you think, it's something to where I almost feel like someone feels like, I'm never going to be able to live this down. It's that type of energy or message coming through. Something to where you feel like it's just, it would be instant humiliation. It would be instant criticism, to where you have no leg to stand on. It doesn't matter what you say, it doesn't matter what you do, that no one's going to be able to see you in a positive light, linked and connected to whatever this is. But again, that's not what I'm getting. It's a feeling like the one thing you're most worried about, no one's even going to notice. Something like that is what's coming through. I don't know, the guidance coming through here, group number one, and I know that this is easier said than done, but it's just the strongest message coming through. It's for you to get to a point that you are feeling as confident and secure as you can from within, so that anytime something like this comes about into your world, you don't feel like everything's just going to completely disintegrate right before your very eyes. There's something coming through here where, for some of you, I wonder if you very much, how do I word what I'm getting? I wonder if, some of you, if you very much take on too much other people's opinion of you, right? That you look to other people, and if other people say that they like you, that you're a good person, that there's all this wonderful stuff about you, then, oh, okay, yep, I can believe that. But if they tell you anything negative, you're a bad person, you did this wrong, that's wrong, this is something that's not right with you, that you'll grab tight to that, you'll hold on to that, you'll run with that. There's something here. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I don't really know what I was rambling on about. Got distracted there with a phone call. Okay, so I think what I was rambling on about, it's about you getting to a place where you're feeling as confident, as secure as you can from within, so that, I don't know, like, other people can't shake you. Something like that's what I'm getting. I'm going to pull one more card to kind of wrap up this section of the reading. Let's see what else we get here. Okay. Let's see here. Group number one, guidance for you. Okay, yep, there we go. Okay, group number one, guidance for you. Yes, there needs to be, you need to go about things in a way that you're feeling like secure, strong, and stable within who you are as a person, just your circumstances, whatever it is. There's a need here to have something solid underneath you, is what I'm getting. And okay, for some of you, the message coming through here, okay, there could be varying degrees here, right, for what people's situation is. But I feel for some of you, again, things aren't as bad as what you think they are or how you're feeling it is, right, within your circumstances. For some of you, I feel like there's cracks in the foundation. And there is, like, someone's carrying a heavy burden that they don't need to carry. And again, someone's channeling their energy in the wrong direction. There's something coming through here where, again, there's this heavy burdensome type of energy. Someone's channeling their energy in the wrong direction. They're getting distracted, or they're going out of their way to distract themselves because they don't want to deal with their current reality. Yeah, there's something here about, I feel for the majority of you, the guidance coming through here, it is for you to pause for a moment and deal with your circumstances for exactly what they are right now, and that you're not complicating it any more than what it is. You're not having things unravel any more than what they already have. And that you work from this moment, going about things in a way that supports you, that again creates a strong, firm foundation underneath you. Something like that is what I'm getting. And I don't know. This card just keeps screaming at me. I don't know. There's just something coming through where someone is so worried and anxious about something. But again, this card tells me that the very thing you're worried about, I don't think anything's going to happen linked and connected to it. So then even looking at it from that angle, it just feels like so much wasted energy is what I'm getting. But again, it takes it back to the original message where I feel like someone's energy, it's scattered, and that, again, there just needs to be this more like focus, intentional energy or something like that, and that you just remain very focused and consistent on what it is that you want, and go about things in a way, again, that you have a firm foundation underneath you. So those are the messages coming through for group number 1. I hope you enjoyed that section of the reading. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And I'm going to go on to group number 2. Okay, group number 2, welcome to the reading. Just going to shuffle these up a little bit and we'll see what type of messages come through for you. What guidance is here for group number 2? Okay, both of those jumped out, so let's see what we get here. Group number 2, guidance for you. Okay, there's definitely an energy here of obsession, okay? I feel like someone is obsessing over someone or something. There's definitely, I feel that there's some type of misunderstanding here, is what I'm getting. Someone, how do I explain what I'm getting here? Okay, something's going on here that I feel the way in which someone is showing up and then how someone else is feeling based on someone else's energy, the conclusion that you're coming to is not accurate to how the other person is thinking and feeling. This is a feeling that normally we're told, don't believe what they say, pay attention to their actions, right? Believe what they do, not what they say. But the energy or message I'm getting with these cards, it's an opposite message. It's where not to go based off of someone's actions, because their actions are stemming from their own issues, right? This is a feeling of someone very much struggling internally with something. But so then, what am I trying to say here? Okay, what am I trying to say here? Okay, I'm going to give you an example, and this might actually be someone's situation. What I'm getting with these cards, it feels like an addiction. I feel like someone's struggling with an addiction. Okay, I'll give this scenario here. Let's say we got 2 people in a connection. Okay, one person's struggling with an addiction. So the person that has the addiction, how they're showing up within the connection, how they live their life, just how they treat themselves, how they treat other people, there's an issue there, right? This person, they're struggling with an addiction. So they may show up in a way that's not true and authentic to how they really are wired and how they truly do feel about someone else. But their internal world is such a mess, and they're in so much pain, and they're dealing with their own stuff. But it could be coming out in a way that anyone else linked and connected to this person, they feel that, oh, well, clearly this person doesn't care about me. Look how they're acting. Look how they treat me, right? Something like that's what I'm getting. But what you need to understand, though, is that the person, so again, the addiction's the best example for me to use. This would be where someone can be like, oh, clearly this person doesn't care about me. Yeah, they do. Maybe this person cares about you more than everyone in the entire world put together, but they're struggling with something. So the way in which they show up, don't get me wrong. I think if this is resonating with you, the way in which this person's showing up, yeah, I think anybody on any level at some degree is going to feel that way. They're going to be like, okay, well, yeah, they say they care about me, but then they go ahead and do this, this, and this, which paints a completely different picture. But what the guidance coming through here is just where I feel like someone needs to take into consideration what someone else's reality is like. And that's just it. I'm wondering if something's going on here where someone is just viewing things from their own personal lens and taking everything personally then, right? So just because so-and-so doesn't show up in the way that you would based on that situation, right? I feel like someone's bothered with how things are unfolding or the way in which someone is showing up within a connection, but they're not taking into consideration the nightmare that's going on within that person. What else is coming through here? Guidance for group number 2. Okay, that is coming through more strongly now. For some of you, I wonder if there is an addiction problem. Like for some of you, this is your energy, right? That you're struggling with an addiction. That for some of you, you very much may be obsessing over someone or something, and you're coping by indulging in very addictive type of behaviors or something like that. Let's see what else we get here. Yeah, if that's resonating with you, there's a need to get to the root issue of it all, right? Pretending that it isn't there isn't going to make it go away. Let's see what else we get here. Guidance for group number 2. Okay, let me see what else we get here. Guidance for group number 2. Okay, there's a need to be looking at the good within yourself, within other people, your circumstances, something like that. There definitely needs to be a stop put to something. The more the cards are coming out here, for some of you, someone's struggling with an addiction. And there's a feeling here like time's running out on something is what I'm getting. That there needs to be changes happening here within your circumstances. Let me see what else we get here. What guidance is coming through for group number 2? Yeah, I don't know. Again, like there's a feeling here that time's running out with something, or that like there needs to be a stop put to something. Guidance for you. Okay, whatever it is you have going on here, group number 2, don't feel that you have to go it alone. Okay, there's a message coming through here about reaching out to people within your community, your friends, your family, whatever it is. Like there's something coming through here about like community or something like that, being surrounded by supportive people or something like that. Guidance for you. Let's see what else we get here. Yeah, something's going on here. I feel like someone's being judged really harshly. So I don't know if you feel you're being judged harshly, if you're judging yourself harshly, um, if something else, if it's linked and connected to other people. There's a feeling here of someone having a difficult time seeing the good in themselves, in other people, something like that. Let's see what else we get here. Guidance for group number 2. Okay, I'm going to clarify that. There's something that has to do with like a lack of privacy or something like that. Let me see what we get here. Okay. For some of you, the guidance that I'm getting here... Okay, this is coming through a little bit more in a specific way, but for some of you, the guidance coming through here, this is about you, again, not going it alone. So whatever it is that you're struggling with, to let someone know about it. For some of you, you may be going through such a difficult time where, again, you feel so alone within your circumstances and you feel that it would be a miracle for anybody to understand where you're coming from. I feel like something's very much troubling someone and they don't know how to deal with it. They don't know how to handle it. And yeah, I don't know what I'm getting. This is a feeling of someone who is a good person. You know what I mean? They're a good person. Their heart's in the right place, but they went off track with something, or something bad happened and they don't know how to cope. They don't know how to handle it. And so they went down a bad road. They're engaging in things that it's not going to lead them anywhere good, but they don't know what to do. This is a feeling of someone engaging in something, like, again, and take it back to the message of addiction, right? It's coming through in a way of they know it's not right. They know that this isn't leading them anywhere good, but it's not that easy, right? Anybody who's ever struggled with an addiction of any kind on any level, well, if it was easy, nobody would be addicted to anything, right? If it's just that you just have to decide, oh, I don't want to be addicted to this anymore, and it's just done and over. It doesn't work like that. So something's coming through here where, again, I feel like someone feels so alone within their circumstances because they feel that no one's going to understand what their struggles are, and that no one's going to understand that they are trying, but they're stuck. Like, they don't know what to do. I don't know. I'm going to pull one more card for this section. Let's see what else we get here. Guidance for group number 2. Okay. Do what you can to balance your energy. The energy, it just feels like it fluctuates so much. It feels like the high moments are great, but then you feel like you're crashing and burning. There's something here about, what am I getting here? I'm going to pull another card for that. That card can talk about like a soulmate type of connection or bond that you have with someone. So if it resonates with you, for some of you, it can be for you to connect with that soulmate type of energy. There's something here about needing to start over, needing to have a clean slate with something, and to be very honest with yourself, right? That you know what you've done right, you know what you've done wrong, you know where you went off track. But there's something here about understanding, yes, that what goes around comes around. But the energy of this card is talking about a clean slate. And don't get me wrong, there's a strong, powerful energy linked and connected to this card. This isn't like, oh, hey, let's just start over, clean slate. Who cares about all the horrible stuff that happened? No, you can't escape responsibility linked and connected to the energy of this card. The universe won't allow it, okay? This is coming through in a way that, again, what goes around comes around. The energy that you put out, you're going to get that back, okay? the scales need to be balanced, right? The energy needs to be balanced out in some type of way. But again, the positive thing about this card, though, it is talking about that there can be this new beginning, a fresh start, a clean slate, and you can build from that point. Something like that is what I'm getting. There is a need here to get to the root issue of whatever's going on here, especially if the addiction message resonates with you, that until you get to the root issue of it, you're just going to keep facing the same issue exactly for what it is, or that it will come to you maybe disguised in a different type of way, maybe surface level, but the overall energy or the way in which something is going to unfold, it's going to play out in a very similar way. There's a feeling here that, again, you can't escape responsibility with something. We all have to learn our lessons. We all have to be held accountable for what is ours to own within a situation. And that, again, you need to get to the root issue of something so that you can finally deal with it and heal and move on. Something like that is what I'm getting. So those are the messages coming through for group number 2. I hope you enjoyed that section of the reading. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And I'm going to go on to group number 3. Okay, group number 3, welcome to the reading. Let's see what type of messages come through for you. What guidance is here for group number 3? Group number 3, what guidance is here for you? Okay, let's see here. Group number 3, guidance for you. The messages I'm getting with these cards here, I feel that there has been a noticeable change, either with you, someone else you're linked and connected to, maybe just the circumstances, whatever it is. There's a noticeable change within something, and it's positive. But it could be that either you or someone else you're linked and connected to, they're not viewing it from that angle. But what I'm getting with these cards, the person that is having a difficult time viewing these changes and the transformation that's come about, if they're having a difficult time viewing that in a positive way, they need to change their perspective, okay? The way this is coming through in the reading, there's nothing wrong with the changes that have happened, okay? So whether this is your energy, if there's been major transformations and changes that you've made, and if someone's giving you a hard time about it, don't take it on personally. There's something, or again, if you're doing this to another person, if you're like, okay, well, I don't really like, what's going on here, there is, again, something positive linked and connected to it. So if you or someone else is having difficulty viewing it from that angle, then you're viewing it from a very limiting perspective. There's something coming through here of an abundance, of something wonderful, is what I'm getting. Yeah, this is really weird how this is coming through, because again, there's someone or something linked and connected to your circumstances where, again, there's resistance to these positive changes that have come about. And it doesn't make any sense, because there's just so much wonderful energy coming through here. Another message I'm getting here, group number 3, is that there is a lot that you have to be grateful for, or there's a lot about you or just within your circumstances that you can use to your advantage, but that you're not noticing it. Something like that's what I'm getting. I'm going to pull some more cards. Guidance for group number 3. Oh my God. Okay. Group number 3. The guidance coming through here. For some of you, this is coming through a little bit more in a specific way, but I think it might resonate to someone's story. For some of you, I'm wondering if these changes, right, that I feel is coming through in the reading, this does feel that it's linked and connected to a very important connection or bond that you have with someone. And I'm wondering if something's going on here where at one point in time, you may feel that you were very much on the same page with this person, right? There's just something about your energy. It works so well together. You have a certain rapport with this person, and there's just a wonderful, pleasant energy coming through here. There's something about the connection that feels quite effortless, is what I'm getting. But I'm wondering if something's happened here to where one of you, again, is feeling that that energy is not matched anymore because one of you's changed, right? There's been a transformation. So now I feel one of you may be feeling, that like you're not on the same page anymore, or that there's something very different about the two of you. But at one point in time, there seem to be more similarities. Something like that's what I'm getting. Guidance for you. Okay. The guidance though that's coming through here, it's actually just for me to say to you that, how do I word this? Something about that you need to be focused on, this is weird, on what still is the same between you and this person. Because whatever it is that very much connects you to this person, it's that thing of substance, that thing that's so meaningful between you and this other person, that's still there. So all these changes and transformations coming through here within the reading, this is coming through in a way that, again, these changes are positive. And I don't feel that there was anything positive before that now is no longer there. This feels more like, okay, there were some changes because something wasn't working. But I have a feeling that one of you within the connection, though, you may be viewing it from this perspective of, well, things aren't the same anymore. So again, whatever you were viewing as just being so wonderful at one point in time, you feel like something's lacking now. But that's not the case. Everything wonderful, like that's still there. Again, the thing of substance that connects you to this other person, that really makes the connection as amazing as it is, that's still there. What else am I getting here? Guidance for group number 3. Okay. There's another message coming through. And it has something to do with, I don't know if it's to do with comparison. What am I trying to say here? Okay, the guidance coming through, it has something to do with not viewing people above other people. Not, how do I explain it? There's a need here to actually be looking at something in a more neutral type of way. Right? Not that someone or something is good or bad, right or wrong, yes or no. Like there's a feeling here of the energy being more neutral or something like that. Let's see what else comes through. Guidance for group number 3. Okay. Guidance for group number 3. Oh my gosh, okay. Yeah, what is going on here? Group number 3, guidance for you. Okay, the message is coming through here. It's for you to be aware that, again, I do feel like this is about a connection with someone. I don't know if you said or did something that severely hurt another person or created a very negative outcome within something, or if you're linked and connected to someone else to where that's your reality based on what they said or did. There's something coming through here, though, that whoever's in that energy of being the one that hurt another person or ruined something, their heart's in the right place, though. It wasn't intentional, is what I'm getting. This is a feeling of someone, that they say or do something that has like a severe negative effect, but that it wasn't intentional. There's no evil intent here. This is a feeling just of something really bad happening, but that like the person feels really bad about it, or that on some level, this even comes through in a way that the person that caused the pain or ruined something or wrecked something, whatever it is, they may actually feel worse than the person that's actually affected by this negative outcome. So again, if this is your energy, I'm here to say, hey, I know that your heart's in the right place. I know that you're not an evil, horrible person, and you didn't mean for things to play out in this type of way. Or again, if you're linked and connected to someone, again, I'm here to say, don't take whatever's happened personally. That's a very strong message coming through here. There's just a heartbreaking type of energy coming through here. And it's so sad because so much of it's unnecessary is what I'm getting. What else am I getting here? Guidance for group number 3. There's just the message coming through here is just that you need to be aware that someone's heart's in the right place. Something like that's what I'm getting. Let's see what else we get here. Guidance for group number 3. Yep, okay. Yeah. I think there's been a huge misunderstanding is what I'm getting. Something, I don't know if it's you or someone else you're linked and connected to, but I think someone is feeling so hurt and unwanted and unloved and just completely broken, like just feeling like someone just doesn't care about them. The way in which someone's showing up, it's, why would they feel loved? You know, like something like that's what I'm getting. But again, there's a huge misunderstanding here. This is a feeling that, how to explain this? I don't know how to explain this. I feel like someone's looking at a situation in a way of, how to explain this? Okay, there's something with these cards that I feel, okay, everyone accepts and gives love in a different type of way, right? So what I need to feel loved and cared for could be drastically different than the next person. So whatever it is that I need to feel loved and cared for and supported, well, if all of a sudden you don't do that, I'm going to be sitting here thinking, well, my God, like, this person doesn't care about me. But meanwhile, maybe you care about me more than everyone in the entire world, but just because you didn't show up in the way that I'm thinking, then it's like, oh, this person doesn't care. Something like that's happening. Someone's in this energy of feeling, okay, I'm not trying to sound insensitive saying it this way, but it's just to get the point across. Someone is so sad over something that they don't need to be sad over. And don't get me wrong, I'm careful in even wording myself that way because based on the energy of these cards, I do feel like something bad did happen. Like something happened where someone is deeply affected by it. But the issue though is that it gets exaggerated from that point to a point that isn't accurate, to where someone's blowing it out of proportion. This is so sad. Someone's in an energy of feeling that someone doesn't care about them. When how this is coming through, if you could know to the extent that this person cares about you, you wouldn't be sad. Like, you'd be so surprised. You'd be like, my God, I wasted all this time being sad. Meanwhile, this person, they care so much about me, but they don't know how to express it, or they don't know how to show it in a way that you're going to accept it, that you're going to absorb that energy in the way that makes you feel loved. Something like that's what I'm getting. There's a feeling here of different love languages. Why can't I talk? Something like that's what I'm getting. Yeah, this is so weird. Take it back to this card, right? Where I feel like you have this certain rapport with someone to where this is actually very confusing with these two cards together. Because it's a feeling of, again, having this certain rapport with someone to where it almost feels in a way you wouldn't really even have to say anything. This person would just know how to interact with you. They would know how to just show up within that connection because there is something of substance and something where you very much are similar and on the same page that connects you, but there's something else going on within this connection that you don't view things the same way. And to such a degree that like it's creating issues. This is, I keep saying the same thing, but something's coming through here where I feel like two people care so much about each other, but both of you or one of you's sitting back thinking, okay, well, clearly this person doesn't care because of how they're showing up. But this, I don't know if one of you has like this very strict, rigid way of looking at something, and that you have a list of, 1,800 things, and if they don't tick all the boxes, oh, clearly they don't love me. I don't know, something like that's happening. I know it seems like quite, an exaggerated way of saying it, but there's no other way I can read it. Like, this doesn't make any sense. Because, yeah, I don't know, for some of you, the more I'm reading this, I'm wondering if someone has unrealistic expectations, at least to a certain degree. I'm just going to give you a really silly, simple example, but to get the point across, right? Maybe you're the type of person where you need this person to just confess their undying love for you. I love you, you're the most amazing person in the world, and I love you more than anything. Maybe they don't say that to you. Maybe they say, did you eat today? Call me when you get home so that I know you're safe. Something like that's what I'm getting. There's a feeling here that, again, someone's thinking, okay, for someone to love me and care about me, they're going to do this, this, and this. But then whoever you're linked and connected to, no, they're doing this, this, and this. And you're like, oh, clearly they don't care about me. No, someone's perspective, like, you need to look at something from a different angle. Because there is love here, but someone's not noticing it or seeing it because they're so fixated and channeling their energy in just from this one direction or something like that. So it's like if everything doesn't align exactly like how this person wants it to be, again, it's like they feel like, oh, there's nothing there then. I don't know, something like that's what I'm getting. I'm going to pull one more card for this section. Let's see what else we get. Guidance for group number 3. Yep, okay. Yeah, there's a severe imbalance with energy here. For some of you, again, there's an extreme in how someone's viewing something. It seems like an all or nothing. Again, the guidance coming through here, let's take it back to this card as well. There's a need, again, not to be looking at things in such a strict way. It's because, don't get me wrong, I feel anybody going about things in this type of way, like, no good comes of it, because no one can thrive within that energy. It's not going to work for you. It's not going to work for anyone else linked and connected to it, because it's too strict. Like, this, I don't know. I just feel like someone, like, their standards or their expectations are unrealistic. What else? The guidance coming through here. There's a need, again, for the energy to be balanced out. That someone's not looking at something as good or bad, right or wrong, yes or no. There can be gray areas to things. And I don't know, there's something here about needing to balance energy out, because it's going from one extreme to the next, and I don't know, I feel like that's leading you down a road to just chaos. Like, it's not leading you anywhere good, and it feels unnecessary, is what I'm getting. And for some of you, whoever's in that energy, right, where the energy just goes from one extreme to the next, it's it's a feeling like you're just breaking your own heart over and over again, because there's these expectations that nobody can live up to, right? Like this, I don't know. And for some of you, you're trapped in this energy of, there's something about love languages is what I'm getting. There's something coming through here where someone's showing up in a way of how they love people, how they want to receive love. Someone's not going about it in a way of how the other person would feel loved. Like it's a feeling of, oh no, like this is how I would need things to feel loved and cared for. So I'm going to do the exact same thing for you, even though that's not even what you want and that doesn't make you feel loved and cared for. That's what I know and that's what makes sense to me, so that's what I'm doing. Something like that's going on here. There's a need here to be going about things in a way that the other person can accept what you're giving. I don't know. I hope I'm making sense, but those are the messages coming through for group number 3. I hope you enjoyed that section of the reading. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And that's it. I'm going to go away now.